There's a barn on the edge of town where dust and silence gathered round. No choir sang, no candles burned, but love came low and the world was turned. In the barn where heaven knelt, grace was something we could feel. No throne of gold, no crown was dealt, just straw beneath where heaven knelt. The stars leaned close, the wind stood still, the night was warm, the world was real. And in that place of humble ground, the heart of God was finally found. In the barn where heaven knelt, grace was something we could feel. No throne of gold, no crown was dealt, just straw beneath where heaven knelt. And now each soul that's lost and torn can find its peace where faith was born. In the barn where heaven knelt, love bowed low and time just fell. The sky touched earth, the light still dwelt in the barn where heaven knelt. The dust hung still in the morning air. My knees found ground, my heart found prayer. No preacher spoke, no church bell rang, but heaven heard each word I sang. The prayer beneath the rafters rose through cracks of light that mercy chose. No choir, no crowd, but still it goes. The prayer beneath the rafters rose. I told my sins to the quiet beams where grace dripped down like golden streams. The wood remembered every plea and whispered back his peace to me. The prayer beneath the rafters rose through cracks of light that mercy chose. No choir, no crowd, but still it goes. The prayer beneath the rafters rose, and every tear that hit that floor became the seed for faith once more. The prayer beneath the rafters rose to heaven's door. My spirit goes. He met me there where no one knows. The prayer beneath the rafters rose. I walked the road where he once stood, through fields of clay and weathered wood. The wind blew soft, it called my shame across the dust that held his name. The dust that held his name still whispers just the same through every storm and every flame. There's life in the dust that held his name. I knelt where tears had soaked the ground, and mercy's echo still was found. The earth remembered why he came, to write his love in dust and pain. The dust that held his name still whispers just the same every storm and every flame. There's life in the dust that held his name. And when I fall to grace. He lifts me from that holy place. The dust that held his name still calls this heart again, from dirt to dawn, from lost to flame. I live in the dust that held his name. It wasn't gold, it wasn't grand, just a straw in a farmer's hand. But when the star broke through the sky, that little straw began to shine. The straw that caught the light glowed warm through the night, a spark of heaven's grace so bright, in the straw that caught the light. No choir sang, no trumpets cried, just stillness where the truth resides. And in that quiet, soft and small, the Lord of glory touched it all. The straw that caught the light glowed warm through the night, a spark of heaven's grace so bright, in the straw that caught the light. Now every heart that feels too plain can shine when mercy calls its name. The straw that caught the light still burns in hearts tonight. What's small to man shines in his sight, like the straw that caught the light. Old barn door with weathered grain still bears the mark of love and pain. My granddad carved it long ago. Across that time could never close. The cross carved in the door still shines like it did before. Through every storm, through every war, hope lives in the cross, carved in the door. Sun comes up, it hits that mark and lights the heart when days get dark. Each line he cut with faith so sure still opens hearts that won't endure. The cross carved in was carved in the door still calls me to the Lord once more, through time and tears, forevermore. Faith stays in the cross, carved in the door. The morning broke on fields of gold. The frost still clung, the air was cold. I hummed a hymn, my voice was stirred, and it was the hymn the horses heard. The hymn the horses heard flew higher than my words. No choir sang, no soul conferred, but heaven called the hymn they heard. Their ears turned soft, their breathing slowed. The sun came up and mercy flowed. I felt the peace my heart deferred. Within that hymn the horses heard. The hymn the horses heard flew higher than my words. No choir sang, no soul conferred, but heaven called the hymn they heard. And maybe faith was never loud, just simple songs beneath the clouds. The hymn the horses heard still rides on every word. Through fields of grace my soul's assured by the hymn the horses heard. A lantern burns beside the hay. Its glow has never turned away. through nights of loss and winds that cried. It kept the hope of grace alive. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shadow day shines the lantern beside the hay. It's more than oil, it's more than flame. It's mercy calling out my name. And when my faith begins to sway, that lantern shows me how to pray. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shadow day shines the lantern beside the hay. And when the world forgets to see, that light still burns inside of me. The lantern beside the hay still guards my soul today. Though stars may fade and skies turn gray, God's light lies beside the hay. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shadow day shines the lantern beside the hay. Shines the lantern beside the hay. There's a nail in the old barn wall, rusted deep but standing tall. It once held tools, it once held pain. Now it holds His holy name. The nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace the nail remembered. The storms have come, the winds have cried, the paint has peeled, but faith survived. Through every loss the years delivered, it stayed, the nail that still remembered, the nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace, the nail remembered. And when I doubt, I touch that steel and feel the proof of what is real. The nail that still remembered holds more than time has rendered. Where mercy bled and hearts surrendered, lives the nail that still remembered. The nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace, the nail remembered. The sun came slow through wooden beams. The world woke up from broken dreams. The scent of hay, the breath of prayer filled the morning stable air. The morning in the stable air, grace was standing everywhere, in every sound, in every care. God was near in stable air. Dust turned gold where angels passed. The peace I found was built to last. The simplest place became so rare, that holy morning stable air. The morning in the stable was standing everywhere, in every sound, in every care. God was near in stable air. And when the nights grow cold again, I breathe that morning back within. The morning in the stable air still whispers soft, I'm always there. Through every trial, through every prayer, lives the morning in the stable air. came down through the dust and rain, with years of hurt and heart of pain. The water shimmered calm and wide, and mercy called me to its side. The river where grace began wasn't marked by any man. No church bell rang, no golden plant, just the river where grace began. I knelt where faith first found my name. The current washed my guilt and shame. The sky leaned low, the Spirit ran through the river where grace began. The river where grace began wasn't marked by any man. No church bell rang, no golden plant, just the river where grace began. And every storm that meets my day still flows through what that river gave. The river where grace began still runs through who I am. No map, no crown, no master's hand, just the river where grace began. The river where grace began wasn't marked by any man. No church bell rang, no golden plan, just the river where grace began. Just the river where grace began. There's a barn on the edge of town where dust and silence gathered round. No choir sang, no candles burned, but love came low and the world was turned. In the barn where heaven knelt, grace was something we could feel. No throne of gold, no crown was dealt, just straw beneath where heaven knelt. The stars leaned close, the wind stood still, night was warm, the world was real, and in that place of humble ground, the heart of God was finally found. In the barn where heaven knelt, grace was something we could feel. No throne of gold, no crown was dealt, just straw beneath where heaven knelt. And now each soul that's lost and torn can find its peace where faith was born. In the barn where heaven knelt, love bowed low and time just fell. The sky touched earth, the light still dwelt in the barn where heaven knelt. The dust hung still in the morning air. My knees found ground, my heart found prayer. No preacher spoke, no church bell rang, but heaven heard each word I sang. The prayer beneath the rafters rose through cracks of light that mercy chose. No choir, no crowd, but still it goes. The prayer beneath the rafters rose. I told my sins to the quiet beams where grace dripped down like golden streams. The wood remembered every plea and whispered back his peace to me. The prayer beneath the rafters rose through cracks of light that mercy chose. No choir, no crowd, but still it goes. The prayer beneath the rafters rose, and every tear that hit that floor became the seed for faith once more. The prayer beneath the rafters rose to heaven's door. My spirit goes. He met me there where no one knows. prayer beneath the rafters rose. I walked the road where he once stood, through fields of clay and weathered wood. The wind blew soft, it called my shame across the dust that held his name. The dust that held his name still whispers just the same through every storm and every flame. There's life in the dust that held his name. I knelt where tears had soaked the ground, and mercy's echo still was found. The earth remembered why he came, to write his love in dust and pain. The dust that held his name still whispers just the same through every storm and every flame. There's life in the dust that held his name. And when I fall to grace, he lifts me from that holy place. The dust that held his name still calls this heart again, from dirt to dawn, from lost to flame. I live in the dust that held his name. It wasn't gold, it wasn't grand, just a straw in a farmer's hand. But when the star broke through the sky, that little straw began to shine. The straw that caught the light glowed warm through the night, a spark of heaven's grace so bright in the straw that caught the light. No choir sang, no trumpets cried, just stillness where the truth resides. And in that quiet, soft and small, the Lord of glory touched it all. The straw that caught the light glowed warm through the night, a spark of heaven's grace so bright in the straw that caught the light. Now every heart that feels too plain can shine when mercy calls its name. The straw that caught the light still burns in hearts tonight. What's small to man shines in his sight, like the straw that caught the light. An old barn door with weathered grain still bears the mark of love and pain. My granddad carved it long ago. Across that time could never close. The cross carved in the door still shines like it did before. Through every storm, through every war, hope lives in the cross, carved in the door. The sun comes up, it hits that mark and lights the heart when days get dark. Each line he cut with faith so sure still opens hearts that won't endure. The cross carved in the door still shines like it did before. Through every storm, through every war, hope lives in the cross, carved in the door. Grace he left in every line. The cross carved in the door still calls me to the Lord once more. Through time and tears, forevermore, faith stays in from the door. The morning broke on fields of gold. The frost still clung, the air was cold. I hummed a hymn, my voice was stirred, and it was the hymn the horses heard. The hymn the horses heard flew higher than my words. No choir sang, no soul conferred, but heaven called the hymn they heard. Their ears turned soft, their breathing slowed. The sun came up and mercy flowed. I felt the peace my heart deferred. Within that hymn the horses heard. The hymn the horses heard flew higher than my words. No choir sang, no soul conferred, but heaven called the hymn they heard. And maybe faith was never loud, just simple songs beneath the clouds. The hymn the horses heard still rides on every word. Through fields of grace my soul's assured by the hymn the horses heard. A lantern burns beside the hay. Its glow has never turned away. Through nights of loss and winds that cried, it kept the hope of grace alive. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shines the lantern beside the hay. It's more than oil, it's more than flame. It's mercy calling out my name. And when my faith begins to sway, that lantern shows me how to pray. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shadow day, shines the lantern beside the hay. And when the world forgets to see, that light still burns inside of me. The lantern beside the hay still guards my soul today. Though stars may fade and skies turn gray, God's light lies beside the hay. The lantern beside the hay still lights the narrow way. Through every tear and shadow day, shines the lantern beside the hay. Shines the lantern beside the hay. There's a nail in the old barn wall, rusted deep but standing tall. It once held tools, it once held pain. Now it holds His holy name. The nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace the nail remembered. The storms have come, the winds have cried, the paint has peeled, but faith survived. Through every loss the years delivered, it stayed, the nail that still remembered. The nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace the nail remembered. mercy bled and heart surrendered, lives the nail that still remembered. The nail that still remembered, the cross that love surrendered. Though years have turned and wood has splintered, there's grace the nail remembered. The sun came slow through wooden beams. The world woke up from broken dreams. The scent of hay, the breath of prayer filled the morning stable air. The morning in the stable air, grace was standing everywhere. In every sound, in every care, God was near in stable air. Dust turned gold where angels passed. The peace I found was built to last. The simplest place became so rare, that holy morning stable air. The morning in the stable was standing everywhere. In every sound, in every care, God was near in stable air. And when the nights grow cold again, I breathe that morning back within. The morning in the stable air still whispers soft, I'm always there. Through every trial, through every prayer, lives the morning in the stable air. I came down through the dust and rain, with years of hurt and heart of pain. The water shimmered calm and wide, and mercy called me to its side. The river wasn't mine. church bell rang, no golden plant, just the river where grace began. I knelt where faith first found my name. The current washed my guilt and shame. The sky leaned low, the Spirit ran through the river where grace began. The river where grace began wasn't marked by any man. No church bell rang, no golden plant, just the river where grace began. And every storm that meets my day still flows through what that river gave. The river where grace began.